Here to thanks, Grady, by the way. Here to discuss this, Representative Andy Harris from Maryland. He's a member of the Freedom Caucus. He's also on the powerful House Appropriations Committee. So, Congressman, thank you for joining me, first of all. So I want to ask you about what Grady just said. Is it a good idea to pick a fight with Panama over fees charged to pass through the Panama Canal? What do you think?
Well, I think it's more than just the fees charged through the Panama Canal. I think that there's a concern that China is becoming more involved. This is a choke point for trade, for world trade. And again, we gave it to Panama freely and I think prematurely, but we should insist that China not have a major role in how that canal is run or restricting access to the canal.
Do you believe this is going to work, the pressure that the president-elect is putting?
I absolutely do. I mean, Panama, look, they're in our hemisphere, not in China's hemisphere. The president is, I think, talking about, more robust strength of America in our hemisphere. And I think the Panama Canal plays into that.
So the president-elect also asking to buy Greenland again because he believes that the country needs to do more to protect the Arctic Circle, as well as has abundant natural resources. This as Denmark is increasing defense spending now in Greenland. So he kind of got part of what he wanted without buying Greenland. Is this the strategy for the art of the deal?
I think you're absolutely right. Greenland is absolutely essential to our protections within the Arctic region from Russian missiles, for instance. It does have incredible natural resources. It is, again, controlled by Denmark, and Denmark has not been paying its fair share in NATO in its NATO defense spending. So the president is getting what he wants by diplomacy by tweet, I guess.
And this is all before he's actually sworn in as president. So I want to change it up a little bit. The bumps in the road that we saw play out in public over getting a continuing resolution to keep the government going, did that hurt House Speaker Mike Johnson's chances to be the speaker in the next Congress?
I think it did. I think it was a rough 2 weeks. I think the president, again, has not come out in support of Mr. Johnson since then. I think the president realized that if he's going to get his agenda through a very narrow majority in the House, he's going to need strong leadership at the top. And I think he's evaluating whether that exists.
How about you? What do you feel about the House Speaker?
Again, before the last couple of weeks, I was, in his corner. But now, we should consider what's the best path forward. And again, we reconvene on January 3rd. We obviously have a lot of important things to do in January. But we do need to consider whether, if we're going to advance Mr. Trump's agenda, whether the current leadership is what we need.
Interesting. So what happens on March 14th, then, when the CR runs out and there's no agreement on the debt ceiling?
Well, we do believe we will have an agreement on the debt ceiling as part of a first reconciliation package that we hopefully will have on the president's desk either by the end of January or the beginning of February, leaving the tax portion of the reconciliation till later in the year. So I think the debt ceiling will be ironed out before the March 14th CR deadline.
Well, and you're on appropriations. We would not need to raise the debt ceiling if government spending was a little less. Will there be a focus on the federal deficit, which, keeps adding to the federal debt in 2025? What do you think?
Well, I do think that Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, I do believe that that's going to be a major task that they have. They realize they're both, accomplished business people, as is President Trump. I think they realize that you can't have a ballooning debt forever. Sooner or later, you have to pay the piper. And I think they're going to take a hard look at all the spending the federal government does to rein in our debt and our deficit.
But under the Reagan administration, we had the Grace Commission, which did basically this, found waste in government, and it ended up going nowhere. So then what would be different this time around with the Doge duo, as they're being called?
Well, I think what the difference is that you have an executive in place who is not going to, give it to a commission to produce some findings that Congress will never act on. I think through executive action, President Trump can do a lot to reorganize the federal bureaucracy, to decrease the federal regulatory burden, which, of course, would require less bureaucrats. So just through executive action alone, the president can do a lot to control some of our spending and to get our economy going again, because decreasing the regulatory burden clearly is an economic stimulant.
Yeah, and in the last 15 seconds that we have left, how fast do you believe President-elect can turn these things around? And how long is the grace period voters will give him? Because they elected him on lowering prices. So what do you think that period is to get results?
Well, we're going to extend the tax cuts next year. Hopefully, we can get inflation under control once we, again, control some of the Biden administration late-term spending. And again, America, we're not a patient people. I think the president has 1 year, 2 years at most to deliver on his campaign promises.
Representative Andy Harris from the great state of Maryland. I appreciate it. Thank you, Congressman.